What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Thursday, June the 1st, 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot to talk about today in general, but today we're going to start it off with talking about some news from CMB. This may apply to some of you, and I just want to take an opportunity. We're not going to stay in here too long with this one. We just want to take an opportunity to share it, and then of course, I'll share what I've seen, and we'll go from there. All right, but before we get started, I want to remind all of you that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor, all right? I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, hit subscribe. You want to be notified, hit the bell. Please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man or the help me line. They're not here to help you at all. Don't get scammed, all right? Stay diligent and vigilant in the comments section and in this space in general. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the Telegram group where I have forwarded the message from CoinMarketBull Official. Of course, this is a CoinMarketBull video. I don't know if I was clear about that when we started, but let's go ahead and get into it now. So, of course, the last announcement before this one that we're about to read was on the 22nd of May, where they were talking about the Bitcoin blockchain. We have received a withdrawal since then, but I do believe that the last withdrawal I received had to have been 6 or 7 days ago. So rocky waters right now with CMB. It's not paying in the same frequency as we are used to it paying. Of course, people have been getting their payments sprinkled in, sprinkled out. There hasn't really been any indication of why this is going on, of course, but we already know the risk in the space. We understand that these platforms can be here today and gone tomorrow. So, if it's going to show its signs of leaving, it's going to do that. If it's not, it's going to pay. That's just the risk that we take in the space. And hopefully everyone understands that. If you don't, well, you're starting to understand it now. All right. I hope nobody was like singing the praises of CMB saying it was the best thing since sliced bread. It was a great it is a great opportunity if it's still paying. If it's not, then it was. But here's what they have talked about in the system as far as tickets and things of that nature. They made this announcement today, right after midnight. All right. It says, "Dear CMB members," and of course, we'll just read it and then we'll talk about it. "We have noticed an increase in the number of tickets regarding lost phones, new phone setups, and subsequent difficulties assessing the authenticator on our system. In order to assist these members who are currently unable to access their accounts, as well as to ensure the ongoing security of all of our members, we have made the decision to reset the system. By implementing this system reset, we aim to provide everyone with an opportunity to re-authenticate their accounts with us. Starting later today, when you log in, you will be prompted to go through the re-authentication process. If you encounter any issues during this process, please reach out to our support team for assistance. We greatly appreciate your cooperation and understanding. Thank you, CMB support team." So the first thing that I want to talk about is, of course, 2FA codes, different things of that nature. Now, I'm a Google Authenticator person. Now, if I'm going back, for those of you that don't know what Google Authenticator is, and there are many authenticators out there, but Google Authenticator is the 2FA generator, you can say, that I use personally. And it just recently, maybe a week ago, maybe less than that, brought an update that allows you to back your codes up. All right. Now, before that, if you didn't have your code backed up on another phone, or if you forgot to reset your phone, I said that wrong. If you forgot to back up your codes before you reset your phone, like say if you got a new phone from the dealership or from the Apple store or whatever, Sprint, T-Mobile, Verizon store, whatever company you're with, and you went there and you gave them your phone, you wanted the new phone, and they reset your old phone. And in dumping everything to your new phone, it didn't always, or without a manual backup, it didn't back up your codes. I've done this to myself. All right. I did this early last year, and lost I got a new phone and I reset the old phone before I was able to put the codes on. So we're talking about the authenticator that I use more frequently, just now getting an update that gives it the ability to back them up. So I understand people will have this issue, but this should also speak to the importance of 2FA and making sure that you have these things backed up. I know I don't talk about the backing up of 2FA a whole lot, But that is very important. It's just as important as having 2FA. And of course, in these scenarios is where it plays out the most, where a lot of people are having the issue of whether their phone is reset or they got a new phone or they lost their phone, and then they have to go about a process to getting their 2FA codes back and different things to authenticate themselves as they've set up as security in their accounts. So it says today that they're going to be doing that. Now, I have recently logged in to my account. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that. It did not prompt me to do anything yet, so maybe this is not quite launched yet. But we are still waiting on a withdrawal. Now, we've done this withdrawal on the 26th. All right, so we've been waiting since the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, June 1st. All right, so 7 days since I've done this withdrawal. And of course, we've got a good amount that we'd be able to withdraw, maybe about 11,000, maybe a little less than that, if we were to get this. We're still earning on our profit, and we've actually earned more in daily profit total than we have our total deposit at this point. So we have successfully won passively. All right. So good timing on getting involved. CMB has been a successful project if it is its last days, but if it's not, we've still got some balances that we can withdraw. And of course, this experienced a lot of growth. It still has not paid out on some of the promotions that they've had, and it's been months at this point. So, we're not holding out on hope for that. But we'll see what happens. Right now it has not paid in a week, so it'll probably start getting ready to be on that list of links that I start to take down, because if it's not paying, then time to start moving on. So MAXPREAD did the same thing. They haven't paid out in a minute, and I have to actually check and see if they've released that payment. But anyway, it's all kind of in the group of platforms that the global leader Jan has put out there and has decided to be in leadership in. So there's a reason why we got a hold of these, and they worked for a good amount of time. Of course, I'm not here to say that this is done, but we're all keeping our eyes on it. What I'm saying? We're paying attention to what's going on. I know a lot of people waiting on CMB withdrawals like myself. So with that being said, that's why it's good to be diversified. It's good to have many, many things going on, which we do here have at BOJ. Some we can talk about, some we can't. But everything that we're doing, we try our best to keep access to it in the description below. If you just do a little bit of search, I'm not going to handhold you through my long list of platforms. If you want to know more about them, there's information. But with that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you in all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. And if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. All right, ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp, man, because there's nothing I can do to help you if you take your crypto. All right. We're not scammers over here. That's not what we get into. So don't let them take your crypto. All right. I'll see y'all in the next one. This is CMB, hoping for the best, but we're keeping our eyes peeled. See y'all in the next one.